class. That means before starting my class, let me wish you a very good afternoon. Children, very good afternoon to all once again. So we were discussing about active and passive voice, interrogative. I discussed and I just gave you a few questions to attempt, isn't it? Huh? Isn't it?
Yes,
I want some responses from you guys.
yes, ma'am.
Yes. So let me start once again. Interrogative sentences, just a revision. Interrogative sentences are sentences actually normally we used to ask questions. Okay, so asking questions, interrogatives. Okay, there are two types of interrogative sentences: WH questions, where we are actually expecting a particular answer, and yes or no question, where I am expecting an answer either yes or no from you. Okay, if I ask a question, what is your name, you will be giving me a particular answer. Ma'am, my name is this, or whatever it is, my name is Arjun. Okay, if I am starting my question with, are you mad? No, ma'am, I'm not. I think you are. Right, children? So here, when you
Yes, ma'am.
start your yes or no question, definitely it is starting with an auxiliary verb. It can be do forms, it can be have forms, it can be forms, isn't it? But remember, if your sentence in active voice is an interrogative sentence, when you transform the sentence into passive voice, an interrogative sentence is always ending with a question. So you put a question mark at the end of an interrogative passive. Clear? So interrogative questions are ending with a question mark. So when you transform an interrogative sentence from active voice to passive voice, you must give the punctuation mark, that is a question mark at the end of passive voice. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Point
Yes,
number
ma'am.
one. Use proper punctuation mark. That is also a question mark. Point number two to remember is, if your question is starting with the do forms are do, did, does. Okay, it does not appear in the passive form. If your question in active voice is starting with the do, does, did, which cannot be seen in passive voice form. So if it is used in active voice, what can we use in passive voice, children, instead of these two forms?
Any B form
Any be
according to
forms,
the
any
subject.
be forms according to the subject and according to the tense. If your
Tense.
sentence is starting with the did, you cannot use is or are, right? Right, in the passive. If your sentence is starting with the does, if the subject is plural, you cannot use is there, right? You have to use are. So it is depending upon the subject, whether it is singular or plural, and it is depending upon the tense of the sentence. Clear? So remember, question mark at the end of passive voice sentence. Remember point number two. If your sentence is starting with the do, does, did, it does not appear in the passive form. So than that, you can use any of the be forms there. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Point number three to remember is, children, if your sentence is starting with WH words, what, which, when, where, and all, except who. What is, or which word is exceptional there? The word who.
Who?
Word who is also WH word, but it is an exceptional case. If your interrogative sentences are starting with the WH words, than this who, then you can begin your passive voice sentence using the same
And
question
Anthony
word.
saying to let them in.
Who? Nobody is
Sriram
there
and
in the waiting
Anthony.
room. Nobody is there in the waiting room. I cannot see anyone in the waiting room. Here it is not seen. Let me check. I am. No, no one is in the waiting room.
Anthony is saying that he is in.
No one is in the waiting room. Everybody is in. I have admitted everyone. No problem. So listen once again. If your sentence, interrogative sentence is actually a WH sentence or WH question, remember you can use the same WH word in the passive voice to begin your sentence. Clear? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Like the same, you have have forms. The have forms are have, has, had. Okay, if your sentence in interrogative is starting with the have forms like have, has, had, when you begin your interrogative sentence, you can use the same have, has, had in the passive voice form. You can use the same word to begin your question. But only one condition: if the subject is singular, you must begin your sentence with has. If the subject is plural, you can use it with have if it is in present tense. Had is same for present, past singular and past plural. Clear? Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Good evening,
What
ma'am.
about who? I said to remove who from the WH word. If your sentence, interrogative sentence, active voice is actually beginning with the word who, when you transform or when you convert the sentence into passive voice, you just start or you just begin your sentence with by whom.
By whom?
So who is changed into by whom in passive voice, and whom in active voice is changed into who in passive voice. Remember, if your sentence is starting with who in active voice, when you transform the sentence into passive voice, you should begin your passive voice sentence with by whom. And if your sentence is starting with whom in active voice, you transform that sentence into passive voice by beginning with who. Okay? Okay, these are the main points. There is no particular rule to write a passive voice sentences, but only a few guidelines to use it. Okay, and I have given a few questions in the previous class. Let us discuss the answers of those questions. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my question number 1 to Amal Anthony Johnson. Amal, are you there? See, I can see many videos are off now. When I planning to ask a few questions, I can see many videos are off here. I want everyone to switch on your video. It is not good to turn off your camera when the teacher is asking a question. This is not fair. Unfair. Not fair, unfair. I can see Malaviga, KK, Vaishnav Suresh, Krishna Kripa is just joining. Okay, fine. Okay, very good. Thank you. Thank you, children. So the question number 1 to Amal Anthony Johnson. Where are you, Amal? I cannot see your face, my son. Yes, fine. Good. Question number 1. What did he say? I want the passive voice form of the sentence.
Did he say anything?
What is this? Amal, before answering, just check your question. What did he say? This is your question. This is your interrogative question in active voice. How can you identify the sentence in active voice, children? How can you identify
There will be a
as the
tense form.
sentence is given? Yeah, it has a finite verb in it. Did plus say says that the sentence is in
Simple past. Past.
Simple
What was
past.
said
Fine.
by him?
Simple past tense. Okay. So I have told you we cannot begin our sentence with did, does, or do. Okay. And the sentence is actually starting with the WH word. If your sentence is starting with the WH word, when you transform that sentence into passive voice, you can begin your passive voice sentence with the same question word. Okay. So I should begin my sentence with
What?
What?
okay, I got what. And there are 3 points to remember. The subject of the active voice becomes the object and object becomes the subject. Okay, so tell me how
What?
can I begin my sentence?
Was said
After
by
the
him.
question
What was
word,
said by him?
Said by him. What was
it
said
is
by
Was
him?
said.
it is a must. Listen, it is a must to use an auxiliary verb after a WH word. Okay, it is a must to use an auxiliary verb after the WH words. Question word. What is the structure of a question, children? You know that the structure of the question is question word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb. This is the pattern of a question, right? Normal question pattern is subject question word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb and a question mark at the end. This is the pattern of constructing a question. So tell me the answer now. You know the sentence is in
What was
simple
said
past
by
tense.
him?
What was said
The
by him?
sentence, listen, the sentence is in simple past tense. The auxiliary verb is did, which I cannot use in passive form. So I have to prefer for a right auxiliary verb from the be form, right? So it is was. And what about the subject?
Was said.
Said by him.
What
What was said by him?
Said
What
by him.
was
said by him.
said, past participle form of the verb. See, was said is the be form plus past participle form of the verb used here. Okay, what was said? Preposition by, and he
By
becomes
him.
him. Okay, and I should not forget to give a question mark at the end. Am I clear? Anan, you are not listening?
Ma'am. Yes,
Better
ma'am.
you remove the headset and keep the phone straight. Both of you remove headset and keep the phone
We didn't
straight.
give headset. We can't hear it properly. That's
So
why.
the here I can see a tug of war with the headset. Miss Sia, then you are using the same headset and I can see a tug of war. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. And let us do the second problem now. Okay. Amal, this is your answer. Amal, you should write or you should rewrite your sentence into passive voice interrogative in this way. So now the answer is, Amal, repeat.
What was said by him?
Very good. What was said by him? Got it, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Second question. Whom did you invite? Okay. Children, I'm writing the question on the board. Whom did you invite? Okay, this is my question. It is an interrogative sentence, easy to identify because it ends with a question. And remember to identify the tense of the sentence first. Okay, now you tell me.
Whom was invited?
No.
Who was
I want the
invited by
finite
you?
verb. I want the finite verb from the
Did
sentence.
invite.
Yes,
Invite.
did invite.
Simple past.
Okay, tell me the tense form.
Simple past.
Very good. The sentence is in simple past tense. Did plus invite, simple past tense. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. And remember, the sentence is beginning with the word whom. Okay, if the sentence is beginning with whom, we cannot use the same question word when you transform the sentence into passive voice. I should use
Who?
who. Excellent. Who. So whom is changed into who. We got
Who
the
was
question word.
invited by
We
you?
have got the question word here. Okay. Who, and it is did invite. I cannot use the auxiliary verb did in the passive voice. So which can be used?
Was.
Was.
Who was? Past participle form of the
Invited
verb?
by you.
Invited by you.
By you.
Did. Okay. Who was invited?
By you.
By you.
By
By
you.
you.
Fine. By you. And I should give a question mark at the end. Okay. This one is an active voice. And the answer, here comes the passive voice. Okay. Whom becomes who in passive. And did is changed into was here. Okay. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Next question. Who wrote this book?
The book was written by
Wait.
whom?
I want to explain each and every
whom?
problem, each and every questions. Who wrote?
By whom was this book
Wait.
written?
Who wrote this book? This is my question. Interrogative ends with a question mark. Who wrote this book? Sriram,
Yes, ma'am.
tell me the tense of the sentence.
Wrote.
Wrought. Fine. This is the verb used here. So the sentence is in which tense form?
Past tense.
What past?
Simple past.
Yes, the sentence is in simple past tense. Okay, simple past. Okay, Sriram. Now you know the sentence in active voice, it has a finite verb. So this is in active voice. And you know that the sentence is starting with the WH word who. Can I use the same question word here?
No. By
No,
who?
I cannot. So instead of who, when I transform a sentence beginning with who into passive voice, which form I should use here?
By whom?
Excellent. By whom? So who is changed into by whom? So by whom?
Was the book written?
Very good. By whom? It is in simple past tense. So be form is was. And I should use to get a proper idea, I should use this book here. Okay. By whom was this book written? Past participle form of the verb. And give a question mark at the end. Okay. Be form plus past participle form of the verb. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I clear, children?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next question. Amna Sharan. Amna, next question. I think I have not given this question to you. It was already discussed in the examples given. But still, did she recognize you? Okay, the question is, did she?
Ma'am,
Yes.
One more is there. Have you
Ma'am.
seen a lion?
have you seen a lion?
That we'll discuss. Okay, let us finish this. Did she? If I have not given this exercise, please do include in your questions. Did she recognize? Did she recognize you? Amna Sharan, you're the one who is going to answer to this question. So Amna, look at the sentence and tell me the tense form. Try to identify the finite verb here.
And simple past.
Okay, how did you get this?
Recognize.
You said the sentence is in simple past, right? But you tell me the finite verb here.
Ma'am, did and recognize.
Did and recognize. Did recognize. And the sentence is in simple past. Fine. Okay. And you know the sentence is actually starting with the word did. And I have told you we cannot begin a passive voice sentence with do, does, or did. Okay. So the sentence is in past tense. It is starting with the did. So with which question word I can begin my sentence?
Was.
Okay, if it is starting with was, okay, let me write here. You said was. Okay, agree. I'm writing, okay? Was.
And where.
Why where?
Because you.
Because you.
You is the
Okay,
second.
you is actually coming after where. So we must use where along with you. Okay, so your sentence should be starting with where. You. Okay, continue.
Recognized.
Recognized. Past participle form of the verb recognize. Okay, recognized
By her.
by her. Absolutely right. I forgot something here. What I should have to give?
Question mark.
Yeah, I should give a question mark at the end of the sentence. Okay, where you recognized by her. Where, because you is coming after where. So I should use where only with you. I cannot use was with you. Clear? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next question to Parvati Menon. Parvati, the question is, have you seen a lion? Okay. Have you seen a lion? This is your question. And it is an interrogative sentence ending with a question mark. Okay. And you know, I have got the question word. Have you seen a lion? First question to Parvati. Parvati, try to identify the tense of the sentence.
Ma'am, present perfect.
How? Tell me.
Have and seen.
Yes, have seen shows that the sentence is in present perfect. Agree. Okay? I agree. Absolutely right. Okay. And it is starting with have. So please help me to find a passive voice form for this.
Has a lion.
Why has? Because the sentence is starting with have.
Lion is singular.
Yes, because of lion singular. A lion, it is singular. So I should begin my question with has. Okay? Has
A lion.
a lion, agree?
Be seen.
Huh?
Be seen.
Louder, louder.
Be seen.
It is be seeing.
Been seen.
Been, because it is the passive form of present perfect tense, right? So I should use been plus past participle form of the verb see, that is seen. Okay, so has a lion been seen
by you.
by you? And I should end my sentence with a
Question mark.
question mark. I hope this is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
From where did you get this been? Because the sentence is in present perfect. That is why I have used been here. Clear? Am I
Yes,
clear?
ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay. Next question, Carolyn Matthew. Carolyn,
Yes,
can you hear me? Yes.
Yes.
Do you like mangoes? Do you like mangoes? mangoes, question mark, interrogative. And remember, this question is starting with the do form, which I cannot use it in passive voice. So Carolyn, please do tell me the finite verb of the sentence.
Like mangoes.
No, my question, pick out the finite verb and tell me the tense form.
Like.
Only like? No other auxiliary verb used here?
Do like.
Yes, do like. So tell me the tense form.
Simple present.
Simple present. Excellent. The sentence is given in simple present tense. Fine. Okay. Now it is starting with do, which I cannot use, or I cannot use this for beginning my passive voice sentence. This is in simple present tense, so I should go for a better option. So which one?
Are.
Are? Why are? Why can't I use is?
Mangoes.
Mangoes plural subject, right? Okay. Now you tell me.
Are mangoes liked
Are mangoes?
by you?
Very good. Liked
By
by
you.
you. Excellent. Wonderful. Question mark. Okay. Are mangoes liked by you? Have you all got this answer?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next question to Emelina. Emelina, can you hear me? You're talking with someone there.
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
Very good. So, Emelina, next question is, was he playing, cricket? This put a question mark at the end. This is my question. I have a question to Emelina to identify the tense form of the sentence.
Ma'am,
Finite verb?
was playing.
Excellent. Wonderful. Was playing. Okay. Tell me the tense form.
Past continuous.
Past continuous. Wonderful. The sentence is an example for past continuous tense. Wonderful. Good. Okay. You got the tense form? And tell me how to begin your sentence. Change the sentence into passive voice. Remember, the sentence is given in continuous form. So something you need to insert here. One word you need to insert here to show the continuous action. Which one? Fast. Emelina.
Ma'am,
Uh,
being.
being. Okay. So how you are planning to begin the sentence passive voice?
Cricket.
So no question word. This is a question. This is an interrogative sentence. You should use an appropriate question word. If it is a WH word or has or have forms or be forms can be used.
Where cricket.
So cricket is plural.
No,
11
was
players are
cricket.
there, so it is plural.
Was cricket.
Was cricket.
Playing.
Before answering, you just remember the sentence is in past continuous. So was cricket
Being playing.
Being played by him.
Emelina? Was cricket
Yes, ma'am.
being
Played by
played by, someone is helping you.
No, ma'am, she is talking to teacher.
Okay,
By him.
by him. And I should end my sentence with a, this is
Question mark.
interrogative passive voice. Yes, question mark. Very good, very good. So your sentences was cricket being, because the sentence is continuous form. Okay, being played by him. Okay, next question to Pranavatmak. Pranavatmak, may I take your pen? May I take your pen? Nice, beautiful chirping of birds I can hear. Somebody's lovebirds. I don't know who has unmuted, but still, that was
Pranav
soothing
is
to hear. Okay, Pranav, nice sound, beautiful sound. So you are enjoying, but only one problem. If you're keeping a bird in a golden cage also, it lacks freedom. Let it fly away. Okay. May I take your pen? This is an interrogative sentence ending with a question mark. It is starting with an modal auxiliary. So when you transform a sentence starting with modal auxiliary into passive, you can use the same modal auxiliary to begin your sentence. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so how to begin the sentence?
May.
May. It is talking to you, Pranav. It is giving you the answer. Your lovebirds, they are there to help you. Okay, may.
Your pen.
Your pen. Wonderful.
Taken
May
by me.
your pen.
Taken by me.
May your pen.
Taken by me.
Before that, you have to include something. Some word is missing. After the modal auxiliary, you should use the base form of the verb. So what can be used here? May your pen.
Be.
Excellent, excellent. Be
Taken by me.
taken
By me.
me, and ends with a
Question mark.
wonderful. Very good. Pranav, I congratulate you for giving me the right answer, because we are trying with modal auxiliaries first time. Very good, good, good. Applause for this little boy. He has successfully completed his work. Well done, Pranav. Good work. Okay. So next question to Abhinand Krishna. Abhinand,
Yes, ma'am.
ready? Abhinand, has he finished his work? Okay. Has he finished his work? Interrogative question. Okay. Tell me the
Past
tense of the
perfect.
sentence. Abhinand, first of all, you try to identify the finite verb.
Has finished.
Excellent. And tell me the tense form.
Past perfect.
No, not past. Look at the sentence. It is starting with has
Present
finished.
perfect.
Very good. Has shows that the sentence is in present tense, present perfect. Fine. Okay. And I have told you, you can begin your sentence with the same word. According to the subject, only a small change comes. If the subject is plural only, you need to use have. Otherwise, you can begin your sentence with has itself. So what is your plan? How are you going to make a passive voice sentence from this?
Has.
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 Has his work
Excellent. Has his work
finished by him.
But one problem is there, Abhinand. The problem is, this is actually in perfect tense. You have 3 tables with you. Check the table of present perfect tense. Something is missing here. One word is missing. What is missing here? Has his work
Been finished by him.
Very good. Finished
By him.
by him. Right? Is he right, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, he
ma'am.
is absolutely right. The sentence isn't perfect, so you can use been form here. Okay, has been finished. Okay, has been finished. Okay, children, now I have another person here, Gauri Parvati. Gauri
Yes,
Parvati,
ma'am.
question.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
question is, shall I know the result? Okay, shall I know the result? Again, the tough one. Question mark. And you remember the sentence is actually starting with the modal auxiliary shall. Tell me the tense form, children, child.
Simple presence.
Look at the board. Look at the board. Shall I know the result?
Simple presence.
Sure? Are you sure, Gauri?
Yes, ma'am.
Subject plus will or shall plus base form of the verb plus object.
Simple future.
Simple future. Okay, tell me the tense.
Simple future.
Okay. Finite verb.
Shall know.
Shall know. Excellent. Shall know. Okay. So what is your plan? How are you going to change the sentence into passive voice?
Shall the results be known by me?
There is a problem. Normally, shall is used with I or we. Sometimes you also. So how to begin the sentence? Just use your brain and tell me.
Will
Yes.
the results be known by me?
Will the result, sorry,
Be known.
result
Be
it's a
known.
simple future. So base form should be used. Will the result be
Known by me.
known to
By
me?
me.
To me.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Known to me. Exception. Exception. That is why I have told the sentence is a little tougher. Okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. Angelia. Angelia. Next question
Yes,
is to
ma'am.
you. This is the last question I'm going to discuss it today. Okay. Question for you is, did the teacher punish Mohan? Let me write the question on the board. Did the teacher punish Mohan? Question mark. Okay. Tell me the tense form of the sentence and choose the finite verb from here. Angelia? Video is stuck. Lakshmi Chandra? Lakshmi? Lakshmi, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Lakshmi, tell me the finite verb from here.
Ma'am, did and
Did punish. Okay, did punish. Tell me the tense form.
Simple past.
Simple past. Yes, simple past tense. Okay, how to change this? As it is starting with did, which cannot be used in passive form, right? So what is your plan to begin the sentence?
Was
Was
by the teacher?
was
Mohan
Mohan?
punished by the teacher?
Excellent, excellent. Very good. Was Mohan punished by the teacher? Okay. Question mark. Okay, so I'm ending the meeting today as I have class in another room. Children, these are the exercises. This is how, and the remaining part will be discussing in the next class. Okay, I hope you're practicing at home and remember all the points that you should register in your mind. Don't let it go away. Don't let it fly away from your brain. Okay, so be very conscious. I know interrogatives are a little tougher comparing with all other active and passive voice forms, but still practice maketh a man perfect. Okay, so practice.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.